On my part, the judgment of the Supreme Court is a welcome development for us as a nation. This is because over the years, the local government administration in Nigeria has not been what it is supposed to be. I agree with those who have spoken ahead of me that, yes, at the onset we may have challenges because for everything that is new, people are cautious about it. But it is good for us to just look back briefly to see the evolution of the local government and how we were where we were until that judgment. And many of us will remember that local government started as indirect rule by the colonialists in West Africa. And of course, it was in Nigeria that Lord Lugard really gave it a major boost. Then, the indirect system rule of government was run through traditional rulers, local administrators, and they have their institutions then. It worked. They have, for example, the native authority administration, native authority courts, native authority schools, native authority treasuries, and things were working. That was the First Republic. Eventually, let me concede also that there were abuses then, particularly in terms of the native authority police. And when the First Republic went the way it did, the military in preparation for the Second Republic came out with what they call local government reforms. I can remember it was during the Murtala Obasanjo regime. They came out with major reform that will help the local government. And it did not quite work out at that time. But the constitution that ushered in the Second Republic, the 1979 constitution, in section 7, provided that henceforth local government will be a recognized tier of government. And that's why we have it for the first time, the way it was couched in the constitution. The constitution recognized the local government as a tier of government and defined its functions in the constitution. And of course, also provides, strangely also, that it will be controlled, in a sense, by the state government by way of the control of its finances, elections, to their offices, and some other things were left in the hand of the local government. That was the state as at the end of the Second Republic. Now we have this 1999 constitution, which is what we are operating, that is the bane of what we are looking at. Of course, our experience under the 1999 constitution compared with what we had in 1979, and as well compare with what obtained the First Republic, was that things were getting worse. And of course, local government effectively became the appendage of state government. And there was the attempt with this local government autonomous bill that the National Assembly attempted to bring forth to correct the situation. That too did not quite work out because it required the concurrence of the State Assembly of two-third state of Nigeria, which did not happen. And so that bill died naturally. That was the background to what we now have today. Yes, under the practice we had in the past, it was a hybrid in the sense that on the surface of it, the local government were recognized by the Constitution, and their role were defined in, of course, the Constitution as well. But when it comes to the, for example, holding of the election, that one was